Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video of Seeyouinmainstreet. In this video I'm going to do some DIYing. I'm going to do some Halloween fall inspired Disney DIYs, and they are all very easy, cheap, and because it's so easy to make them yourself, you can probably make it before Halloween. So if you have nothing Disney themed in your house yet, this is the video for you. It's hard enough to be at home all of the time and not being able to go to the parks. So I thought this is a fun way to keep yourself busy, to stay in a Disney theming, and yeah, just to enjoy some DIYing. So why not? So the first DIY that we're going to do is around this piece. So I made this piece a few weeks ago. I have some pumpkins and beautiful candle, some fake leaves, and Mikey, of course. And I really like this piece, but there is something very important missing. It's not Disney themed. Where's the Mickey in this piece? So the first DIY that we're going to make is a pumpkin Mickey. So let's start.
For this DIY, you will need a large pumpkin and two smaller pumpkins and some skewers. The pumpkins must be in Mickey Mouse's proportions, so keep that in mind when you go to get the pumpkins. We bought our pumpkins at our garden center. Sven has found some other ears for the Mickey that might suit this pumpkin a little bit better. Oh yeah, you are right. That's better. Yes.
It's a squid.
Yeah.
Oh, you make me ink.
You make me ink. Yeah. All you have to do is stick the skewers into the large pumpkin and then stick the smaller pumpkins in. To keep Mickey's pumpkin ears in place, it is recommended to use 2 skewers for each ear. In 5 minutes you will have the end result, a super beautiful Mickey pumpkin.
I'm extremely happy with this end result, so let's not wait any longer and let's continue to the next DIY.
Creating this poisoned apple will even make the evil queen proud. For this DIY you will need a plastic apple, such as this apple storage box, red spray paint, sandpaper, self-drying clay, green paint and green glitter. Start by sanding the apple. Do this carefully, otherwise the spray paint will not stick properly. Is the apple still shiny in certain areas? Then you'll know that you haven't been sanding the apple good enough. After this, you can degrease the apple.
So I'm here in our garage and this is the place where I'm going to spray paint the apple. It's better to do it here in the garage, otherwise I will have spray paint everywhere in our living room. And here I can just let it dry and yeah, see how it will turn out. I opened the apple so I can spray paint every bit and corner, and I'm so curious to see what's going to happen. So, well, let's try it out.
So the next step is to create the poisoned layer, and for this we will use self-drying clay. And the self-drying clay is actually perfect for it because you don't have to put it in an oven, which will be impossible because of the plastic apple. So self-drying clay it is. First of all, I spread out the clay and I tried to keep the layer quite thick. And as you can see, I'm using a bottle of soda for this because we just moved and I couldn't find a proper rolling pin for this. So this is why I used a bottle of soda, which actually worked perfect. So I'm so happy that it did. Okay, next up is to see if the layer of clay was big enough. I used a strip of paper and measured the distance from the top of the apple to the center of the apple. And then with this piece of paper I could then simply indicate on the clay to where I could run the poisoned layer. After this was done, I could start with cutting out the face of the poisoned apple. And I used regular kitchen tools for this, like a spoon and a knife. And the teaspoon worked perfect for this because I immediately had the right shape for the eyes of the poisoned apple. And the knife was perfect to create the dripping of the poison. And I would highly recommend cutting out the shape on a flat surface instead of cutting it out on the apple. Then it was time to drape the clay over the red apple. I was so nervous about this, but the result was immediately visible. Wow! Where the clay got too thick, I just cut it away and pressed the remaining clay together to close the hole. As a finishing touch, I removed the clay from the stalk of the apple so that the red at the top was still visible. Now the clay can dry. I can guarantee you that it takes several coats of paint to get the apple evenly green. It took me 3 layers of paint. When you are happy with the appearance of your apple, it is time for the glitter. Paint the apple green on the places where you want the glitter to be and sprinkle the glitter over it. Let the apple dry and it is done!
The next thing that we're going to DIY is something really scary. The scariest thing of 2020 is of course COVID. And to stay in the theming of this, we are going to make the whole situation even scarier by putting some scary stuff into some hand sanitizer. What am I talking about? Well, we are going to put spiders and of course some Halloween Mickeys into the hand sanitizer. So every time somebody wants to use it during Halloween, they will be extra frightened.
For this DIY, you will need disinfectant gel, an assortment of fake spiders or other Halloween-themed creatures, and a sheet of orange plastic. I used plastic ring binder sheets that happens to include an orange-colored one. The first thing you do is cut out some Mickeys. I drew one Mickey on paper, then I folded part of the plastic ring binder sheets so that I would get several Mickeys in one go. Very efficient. Then you remove the sticker from the bottle of disinfectation. If necessary, you can remove the sticker residue. Now you can put the Mickeys and the creepy creatures into the bottle. I used 2 skewers for this. Are you completely satisfied? Your Halloween Disney disinfectation gel is ready!
So next on our DIY list is a tissue monster. Maybe you've seen them before. These are monsters made out of tissue boxes. Does Disney have any scary monsters? They do. What do you think about Mike Wazowski? He was from Monsters Inc. and he was actually the person that made children scream. And Sully of course as well, but for this tissue monster I think it's easier to use Mike Wazowski. And I think it's a very fun DIY. Every time that you're going to use the tissue, you have to go to Mike and get it out of his mouth. And I think that's just awesome. So another fun Halloween DIY. So let's get cracking.
For this tissue monster of Mike Wazowski, I use a tissue box with the largest opening possible. This Lidl tissue box, for example, is perfect for this. I start with a large sheet of green cardboard. I draw the shape of Mike's torso on the cardboard, and I already draw where Mike's eye will go. From a sheet of white paper, I cut out the shape of Mike's eye. Then I take a piece of blue paper and cut out the iris of the eye. And I also color a black pupil in it. And now we can work on Mike's teeth. I draw lower and upper teeth and I cut them out. Then I draw Mike's horns on a piece of cardboard. To get them exactly equal, I fold the paper in half and cut out 2 horns in one go. I kept the carton of the opening of the tissue box, and this helps me to cut out Mike Wazowski's mouth. I want him to smile, so I use as much space as I have to create this smile. With a Stanley knife, I cut out the mouth, and now I can see where Mike's teeth should go. Then I glue the teeth in place. To give Mike's face more expression, I draw some lines around his eye and mouth. To make Mike Wazowski stand upright, I cover a random box that happened to fit with the green cardboard. Now all parts can be glued together. And then Mike Wazowski is done! So here we have Mike. Let's get a tissue. Thank you so much, guy. I think it's awesome. Next up is this Mickey vampire pendant. It's nice to hang at your front door or just beautiful in your house. This is how you make this Mickey. Use 3 round wood slices in the well-known Mickey Mouse ratio. I start by drawing Mickey's face in the largest wooden disc. I will, of course, add a few vampire teeth to Mickey's smile. Then I graph the contours of Mickey in the wood, but you can also skip this step and draw the face and ears directly with paint. Then I glue the 3 wooden discs together with a glue gun. Now I can attach the string to which Mickey will be hanging with a tacker. Then I tack a second rope at the back. I am going to decorate this rope with paper bats. I cut a bat shape from black paper. I think it worked out well, so I cut out a few more. Then I glue them to the rope and I make sure that they all face to the same angle. We don't want to see the hot glue. To make sure that the rope stays nice and straight and facing the right direction, I make a pendant of self-drying clay in the shape of a ghost. I also immediately cut a pair of eyes in the clay and also a hole that I can use to tie the string through later. The ghost must have some weight, so I keep it pretty thick. When the ghost is dry, I paint it with orange paint. And as a finishing touch, I will put some orange glitter on top. And then, Vampire Mickey is completely finished!
Okay, and we are ready for the next DIY. It's always nice to have something Halloween themed, but also Disney, and that you can use it during the entire day. At least that's what I think are the best Halloween themed things that you can use every day.
And it is also not a secret that I am a big Disney mug fan. I have a collection of a lot of Disney mugs, and if you would like to see my entire collection, you can watch a video that I made about it. And so it's not a secret that I like Disney mugs, and so it was obvious that a Disney mug had to be created today during this Halloween themed video. So how am I going to do this? Well, I found this amazing product that I am so excited about. And those are porcelain brush pens from Edding. And these pens are so much fun because you can draw anything on a mug and then put it in the oven and it's sealed forever. So you have your own mug and it's created within no time. So this is easy and it is fast. So let's start. So I'm going to start with my test mug, and this is just a plain white mug. I've never done this before, so I really wanted to try it out. Before I started, I created a design so that I knew what I was about to draw on the mug. And I created this design which says "Boo to You," and it's Mickey and Minnie, and I wanted to draw them pumpkin shaped. So first of all, I drew a test pumpkin of Mickey. And actually, that turned out very well. Maybe the best of them all. And then I drew the pumpkin on the mug. And it was very good that I did this test mug because I experienced how the brush flows over the porcelain. And it's a very different feeling than drawing on paper or anything else. So after this test run, I was ready to draw on the real mug. And I chose these autumn colored mugs and I really love them. I adore them. They're so gorgeous. I just did it and I nailed it.
Now we're going to put these mugs into the oven for 25 minutes.
Eventually,
the mugs are ready. Yay! Of course, I'll let them cool for a hot minute. So let's have a look how they turned out. Okay, they're still very warm. So I will grab a towel. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I love it.
Elise.
Wow!
You like them?
I love them. I just came in from working on the house, and Elise.
I am very, very pleased with the end result. I love the black with the taupe. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now let's take a look at the other one. Ooh. Oh yeah, that one is great. This was my test mug. And this one has no ear. So it was a little bit easier. But I love it. And this one actually failed, but it turned out wonderful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yes, I like it. I really, really like it. I'm so happy with the end result. It's so fun if things just work out. Wonderful.
Amazing, dear. Lovely.
Yes. Well guys, this is the end of the video. I've done so much DIYing, I cannot believe it. It was so much fun to work on the DIYs today because I am so incredibly blown away by the end result. I cannot believe it. The thing that surprised me the most was actually the mug, the Halloween mug. It was easy to make, it was so much fun to use the pen. I highly recommend trying to make your own Halloween mug. Another thing that I really liked was the apple. I think it turned out really, really well. And well, the Mickey pumpkin was also very easy to make. And yeah, you have your own Disney themed pumpkin. So it's really easy and so much fun. I am stoked about this video. I loved making this video. I hope you guys love to watch it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know what else you would like to see. I'm thinking about a Disney Christmas themed DIY video. Let me know if you are interested in this. If you are planning on making something from this video, please share it with me on Instagram. If you, for example, made your own Halloween mug, let me know on Instagram. You can tag me in your post. So let me know. I'm very curious about what you guys made. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe next time we'll see you in Main Street. Bye! I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely happy.
And as you can see, I'm using a bottle of soda for this because we just moved and I couldn't find a proper deegroller. What is deegroller in English? The apple! Oh my gosh, yay! Oh, I can't wait to color this one.